All right. Merry Christmas. I don't have my ugly sweater. Ladies, welcome to our last community call, right? Coach Lindsay, confirm with me.
Yes.
Before New Year's, is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, because next Monday is Christmas Day, is the 25th. So
Correct. Yes.
I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, and I don't think the first is gonna happen either because everybody's coming back, right, from New Year's, family, right, hopefully you ladies are not too hungover. I don't know what's gonna happen with you in New Year's, but we are not going to have a call until January 8th, okay? So today is our last community group call. Just a reminder that this Saturday, the 23rd, I can't believe this is God. We're at the end of the year. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, Saturday the 23rd, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. It's going to be the last time you're going to hear from us, okay, on the app until January 1st at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. This is the only time of the year that we close as a company. So I can give, normally when I travel, Coach Lindsay covers for me. And I normally, even when I travel, I do calls in the middle of my trips. I don't care, I'm always to support everybody and vice versa, with other coaches that traveling, I cover for them. So this is the first time that we actually closing. So we can also take a break, right? Because in my experience is that we make ourselves available, but then everybody's enjoying themselves, and then we have like one or two that sends a message about, I don't know, like I need to, how can I eat 3 more whatever, and anyways, and then we feel like we need to be on and make sure that we are. So we're like, okay, instead of just being like that, let's just be at peace, right? And we are just going to give everybody what they need between now and the 23rd. So if you have a party going on, I know Sonia sent me a message. If you have a party going on, if you have a menu that you already know, whatever you need support with, please send it to us already. What do you think you need help, so we can help you program, especially for the new ladies, so we can help program everything so you can enjoy yourself. But let's just start with, setting our mindset for success, because everything is mindset. Everything is how you set yourself and you make that decision, right? So it's not, remember, when we are going through Christmas and holidays and trips and vacations and things like that, we're not looking for progress, okay? Unless you are one like me doing summer break. I'm traveling all over Brazil, everywhere with my mom, and I'm in the cut. And girl, I was in the cut, okay? I didn't move. I was just following to the T, okay? But right now, the goal for me is just to maintain, okay? If I can maintain my weight, and probably the foods you're gonna eat is gonna make you bloated, of course, right? It's gonna, the scale can balance, a little bit, couple of pounds up or whatever. But as soon as you come back and you back with those macros consistently, you are not going, that number is going to come back down. We see that every single time if you commit to logging in and stay mindful. And I was teaching Tanya today, remember, right, when I'm out and about and when I'm dealing with parties and holidays and stuff like that, I'm always focusing on protein and calories. Okay, protein and calories. Carbs and fat, I play with, right? So if I know that if I know that I hit my protein and my fat and my calories.
The waters.
Okay?
Do you want a kombucha?
Okay, sorry. So if I already hit my protein and I already hit my calories and my fat is already over, I'm not going to finish my carbs, because if I do, I'm going to go over on my calories, right? So remember that the body only understands calories, right? So if my fat is low, my protein is on point and my calories on point, I'm not, then I can go ahead and eat more carbs. See what I'm saying? But also remember to log your things ahead of the time, even if you're just imagining how this whole situation is going to play out for Christmas, right? You go to somebody's house, you don't know what when they're gonna serve you. That's fine. Go into my fitness pal and save that spot there for dinner. Whatever you think it could serve. I don't know. For me, it's gonna be steak, and then we're gonna have probably potatoes, and then I'm gonna have. Today I just bought it. I got 2 bottles of champagnes. Okay, you better know I'm gonna have my champagne. It's all gonna be logged already, so I know I can enjoy myself, right? So then the rest of the day, at least I have an idea in my head how much I'm going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and a snack. Make sense? But if you are not being, how can I say, intentional, right? And if you are just like, oh, you know, it is Christmas, the holiday, I'm not going to even bother. It is what it is. I'll just come back on the 1st, whatever. That's on you. But there is really no need for that. But Patricia, you know, come on, this is annoying. You know, like, can I have a little break? Yes, you can have whatever you want, dear. Whatever you want, you can have in your life, right? But is that going to support your goals? And if it does, and your goal is to just enjoy yourself without tracking, have it. But I don't want to hear on the 1st or 2 weeks after, when your body decides to blow up, it's going to be on you, right? I'm just explaining to you what I do, what are the best tools for you to do, and it's a decision that you're going to make. I log, period. At least I have an idea of where I'm at. And then I feel that that gives me freedom. That gives me boundaries. Make sense? If you don't like boundaries, then I don't know. We had a very good conversations about boundary in our master class today, mastermind. So with that being said, there is a lot more we would like to cover here, but Coach Lindsay got some things ready to share. So, and then we're going to open the floor for questions, you know, anything that you want to bounce back with us about what's coming up for you, so we can support you the best way possible. Coach Lindsay, you go ahead, my girl.
Awesome. So who is ready for the holidays? Who's excited? I am. I know this month is usually chaotic, right? But what I love about this month is the magic about it, right? And the feeling of love and hope and all that fun stuff. But what I also love about December is setting my intentions for the new year. A lot of people kind of wait until like a couple of days before the New Year's resolution, right? And I don't like to set resolutions. I like to set intentions, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But one of the first things that I do come December is I actually review my past year. Okay. I look at what I achieved that year. I also look at my mistakes, what I failed at, because I look at those as opportunities. Okay. What can I learn from this? What can I grow from this? What didn't work? And how can I pivot so it works next time? Okay. Because a lot of times people look back at their year and they go, oh, I should have done this, or I didn't do that, or I failed at this. And it really sets a bad vibe for the following year, right? Because you're focusing on what didn't happen or what you didn't achieve or what you failed at, as opposed to what you accomplished and then what you learned. Okay. When you look at that, it's motivation to set intentions for the new year. Okay. And now I'm going to talk about intentions and resolutions. So people make resolutions. Resolutions are goals. Okay. So I'm going to read a book for a month. I'm going to be kinder to people. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Okay. Those are all goals, but they're not going to get you very far. Okay. Setting intentions is where it actually connects to the emotional side. Okay. It's your why. What's your why? And when you set intentions, look at your core values. Okay. And your core values, those would be like looking at, your career, looking at your relationships, looking at find your finances, looking at all of those avenues. Okay. And one of the best tools to use is writing them all down. Okay. And then you're gonna write, you're gonna make a range. So from 1 to 10, 1 being I wasn't very good at that this year. 10, I was awesome. Health and fitness, 10. I don't know, relationships, maybe that was a 5. Money, maybe that was an 8, or maybe that was a 2. Okay, you're gonna go through that list. And what's gonna help is focusing on one. Because I don't know about you ladies, but my life is busy. But before I had kids, before I lived in a house, I was in an apartment with my husband, and I was like, oh, I can do this, and I'll work on this, and I'll work on that. And at the time it was great, but now I can't do that anymore. I have to be specific, right? I have to narrow down what I can achieve. I have to be realistic with myself. So for me, this year, I'm looking at my career. Okay. I looked at what I accomplished this year. But now I'm moving into a new phase, I like to call it. I want to grow and I want to develop. So I've set a word for myself for the new year. And the reason why I've set a word is because, again, it connects to the emotional side of me. My word is evolve when it comes to career. And I'm in the MMU program with Vince Pinstick, which is Coach Patricia's also working with him. But I'm working on getting my certification. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I can grow my knowledge in nutrition, health. I can serve you all better. Okay. I can look at Dutch tests. I can help with hormones and all that fun stuff. So I'm really focusing on career. Okay, so I have to study. I know that I've got to get 3 to 5 hours in because I've only got a year per week. So I got to work on that. So how I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to start to plan it now, as opposed to, oh my gosh, it's January 1st. What am I going to do? I'm going to start to plan it now. I'm going to implement it into my schedule. Okay. I'm going to set a little reminder on my phone. I know the times and days work best for me to study. At the end of the day, does not work for me because by then I'm so exhausted I can't retain anything. The beginning of the day works best for me. I'm fresh, my mind's fresh. So know what works for you, what doesn't. You're going to plan for it because if you plan it, you're going to execute it. You're going to put it into action. Okay. So whether that's, you're going to have cues. So whether that's putting it into your calendar, setting a reminder on your phone. Okay. Maybe, for the health and fitness, maybe it's, well, instead of, I have 4 workouts, but I've only been getting 3 done. I'm going to work on getting that 4th one in. So I'm really going to time block that time and I'm going to make it a priority no matter what. I'm going to set a little reminder on my phone. I'm going to lay my clothes out on the bed as I'm getting ready for work so that as soon as I'm home from work, I can go work out. Okay, so you start thinking about implementing a plan, about implementing the habits to create that action. Okay. But when you set an intention, okay, really think about how it resonates with you. Because to lose 10 pounds, does that resonate with you? And most people who make that resolution, they lose the 10 pounds and then what? They gain it all back, right? Because it's not connected to the emotional side of things. Reading a book, you start it, but then life gets busy and then you put it off to the side and you make yourself not a priority anymore. So that falls off the wagon, right? Being kind to others. how do I do that? Where do I go? What do I, so you have to make it resonate with your soul. Okay. It has to come from the heart. Otherwise, it just will not happen. So connecting with your why needs to connect to your core values. Well, find out what's important to you. And that's where that numbering system comes in. So you can find out, is it relationships? Do I really need to work on that? Is it career? Is it money, finance? Okay, so really find something and then make a statement. Make a statement that resonates with you. Just don't think about it, write it down, because when you write it down, it's solidifying it. Okay. And what I'm also going to suggest too, moving forward, write your why down every day, because then you will not lose momentum. You know what your why is. You are connected to your why. Feel your why. Okay. And imagine yourself as if you've already accomplished what you're setting your intention for. Because as soon as you do that, you start to feel what it's like to have that accomplished. And when you feel it, you put it into actions. Okay? When you think it, you feel it, and your feelings create your actions. So when you think it and you feel it and you write it down, you're going to do it. You're most likely going to achieve that. Does anybody have questions on that? No. I have to lube my throat. I'm fighting a cold here, so this is okay. Has anybody thought about their intentions for the new year? Yeah, Michelle. Michelle, you want to share yours?
Sure. So my word for 2024, because I've been picking a word for the past 10 years, even before people knew what the word was. For this year, it's authentic. I just feel like I want to be more authentic than I have been in the past. Not saying that I haven't been, but I will sometimes hold down my voice because I don't want to offend somebody, or I don't want somebody to take this the wrong way. That video I posted today, I actually did that. I created that video in October and I just finally posted it now. I'm like, what the
Wow.
heck am I waiting for? Like, just do it. Just do it. Because I'm like, I was afraid of what people would think. So I just want to be authentic. And I'm like, no, just full out do it. So my word is already in action right now. My intention, because I also do a vision board every year as well, and then I put it on my phone, so I do it like a little screensaver. So that was like last year, so it'll change for this year. But something like to always show up in my true unapologetic self. That's sort of my intention, if you will, for this year. And I know that that will fall into every category, whether it be like career, my workouts, what I want to level up in my relationships, and in, you know, um, just sort of in my fitness and in my health. That's always been a priority for me, like fitness and health. But it just looks different now than what it did in the past.
Oh,
Can I take opportunity to share with especially the ladies that are new to the program? So we do it as a group every year, our vision board party. And we are going to have our next one on January. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to do it sooner, but we are going to do on January 20th at 3 p.m. Central Mountain Time. That's Arizona time because we're going to be there. So for those that want to participate on that, we rented a house in Scottsdale, and we're going to have our mastermind ladies on that party. This mastermind got formed when we went to our women's retreat this year in September. And the ladies that, went to the women's retreat wanted to continue the work that we started there. So we did a mastermind for 12 weeks. And we are going to finish our last gathering in Scottsdale on the weekend of the 19th, 20th, and 21st. So we rented a beautiful home in Scottsdale, and we have ladies coming over from everywhere to meet us there. And we're going to do our vision board party. So I don't know for sure, Coach Lindsay, double check on anyone that is in this call or that will watch this later, that you want to receive a vision board for the new ones, because we send this for every client. Okay, so if you haven't given your address, we need your address. Okay, so it's so interesting because I went to the post office to send gifts. Okay, nothing major, just little something for our clients. And after 2 emails, messages, we have I only have half of the clients, I was just like, okay, it is what it is, right? But we have this beautiful vision board. Okay, so you're already gonna have the template. And over here, we have the Fit and Tone Over 40 2024 vision board. Over here, Love Yourself to the Core is the name of the company, but also is our women's retreat. It's called Love Yourself to the Core. And then obviously Fit and Tone Over 40 is the program. So now you're going to have this year's word. So you're going to have a place to put your word here. You're going to have what focus you're going to have. And then your goals for health, work, family. And at the bottom, I am worthy. And then over here, you can put all your photos for your vision board. Okay, so if you don't receive yours by the end of this month, please let me know, and then we will order for you. But everybody should have this. So and then you can participate on the vision board party with us and start already collecting your things. It's going to be for a couple of hours. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring your champagne and add in your macros and come have fun with us. Okay, so continue.
No, that was great. That was perfect because Michelle's statement and the vision board, perfect time to bring that in because once you've developed your word, you've got meaning behind it, you've got the intention behind it. Now put it on a board. It's the best way because then you can look at it every day. Not only write your statement down, your why, but you can look at it every day. Mine's actually pasted to my wall in my bathroom so that I see it every day when I'm brushing my teeth. And last year, my word was quite similar. My word was expansion, but now I'm evolving. I'm evolving into what I really, truly am excited about. So I can't wait. But when you collect pictures, when you collect quotes, when you collect words and put them on a board that you can visually see, it will remind you every day of what you're trying to achieve. Okay. It will remind you of what you value. And it will remind you on keeping going, like just moving forward with the goals, the intentions that you so desire in life. And I know Rose, she's been making her vision board since long before I was born, I think.
Born, you don't know, Rose is 97 right now.
Yeah. So
this woman is a legend.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Love
Sonia, I saw you put your hand up earlier. Did you say that you've got your word already or that you got intention?
Yeah, it's funny. My word is actually expansion for this year, which you just said. And I just came off the event Date with Destiny with Tony Robbins. And so I've done that a number of times, and every year it's about your primary question, which is your why. setting 4 goals for the year, aligning with your values. That's just the basic structure of the program. And so I did all my values already. And I realized I kept one value on like a top 3 value for like the last 6 years. This was my 6th one I've done, right?
Oh,
And
wow.
so, I realized that value, I'm already that one value. Like I'm already become it. It's part of my being. So it needs to go on the bottom of the list. And I need to focus on, some other values that I haven't been so focused on. And then he has you do an exercise. So you have the value here, but what's the behavior you have when you're going away from the value?
Mm,
Mm,
that's
And
good.
so I have like the value there. And then when I do this, I'm moving away from this.
Yeah,
mhm,
I love
I
that.
find
We
that,
talk about when you say yes to something, you always say no to something else.
yeah,
You know what I mean? When you say no
mhm.
to something, you're saying yes to something else, right? So what is that
exactly.
something else that you're saying no or yes to? So
So
good.
I realized my health, I was consistent. My word for this year was consistent. I was consistent. I did 75 hard. But did I really achieve the results? I had to look at it,
Mhm.
which is why I'm here, right? So I was consistent, but you could be consistent and consistently not doing the right things either, right? Or not getting the results, right? It depends on the way you look at consistency. And so health is my number one. So my away from now is like when I'm not eating right or I'm doing a behavior that's not focused on the health goal, that's when I'm moving away from it instead of going towards it.
Mm,
So that's why I was like, 2024 cannot look like 2023 again with the same 40 pounds. Like I need to do something about that. And hence why I hired Coach Patricia, because I was like, I just think at this point, I've been trying to do it on my own for so long, and I need somebody in my corner or just to be in the environment of other people who are successfully winning and seeing just even seeing the posts with the women that are just getting remarkable results. It's such a boost.
It
And
is.
so being in the environment, because I wasn't in the environment, but yeah, I did do 75 hard and I did phase 1 and phase 2 after that. I worked out for, 2 45-minute workouts a day this year.
Wow.
Am I much thinner for it? No. Did I get the
Love it.
results I really wanted? No.
No, because it wasn't sustainable, right? But I commend you for doing, I call it the 75 easy because, honestly, this is already what we do, right? Um, but you were doing not in a sustainable way. I was just like, okay, my second workout is just going for a walk. I do that anyways, right? First workout I can do anywhere. I read it every day, 10 pages. Don't eat any dessert for 75 days, whatever, right? So for me, it was like, okay, this is it. You know what I mean? Not trying to say that it's not hard, but the point is, once you created the consistency, right, of doing those things, then what, right? Like you can lose the weight, but what did you learn in the process when it comes to health and fitness? That I don't think the 75 hard is so much for, how can I say, it's more for the self-development of, right, of I can try something hard and I can accomplish, but it won't give you the tools, right, for you to actually maintain that afterwards.
Yeah,
I remember
the
when I
later
finished,
on. Yeah.
I
The
wanted to go to,
lifestyle.
yeah, when I finished, I went to, an Italian restaurant and I shoved my face, like with everything you can possibly imagine I ate that day. So I was like, what, and I gained 5 pounds, like that. That was just last year. I was like, whatever, I'm never gonna do this crap again. But I'm proud of you that because you did it twice. Oh my gosh, I commend you for your consistency and your determination. If you do 80% of that, you don't even need to go all the way to the 75 perfect. If
Oh,
you do 80% he dude, you're going to crush this thing.
yeah, I didn't want to miscommunicate. I didn't do it twice. I did 75 hard once, and then when 75 hard's over, it goes into another phase
Level
for
two.
a month.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
they take a break, and then you go into another phase. But on that break, I felt like at that month that they give you off between phase 1 and phase 2, I was
yeah.
like, my adrenal glands were just recovering from trying to
Big-
keep up with the checkbox of all of it, because it was not easy, but I did it in the summer on purpose, because that one workout
Right.
you have to get in outside.
That is,
Yeah, so it's actually perfect timing that I'm hearing this, because now it's just like a moment that I get to refine,
I love it.
you know.
I wanted
Mhm.
to jump in and share something with you ladies that Coach Lindsay introduced it in the beginning of this, right? So taking the inventory of where you are, right? Don't wait until January to get to that place, right? I was looking at my calendar and I literally blocked a day, like blocked a day that I'm just going to pull myself from everything. And I'm just going to go into this place that I'm just going to dig deeper, you know, and really see. But I have been doing a little bit of this work already. And I had to come to some, places with myself this year. That I am always, you know, someone that, you know, no regrets. You know, I came to this place because there's so much, you know, talking and coaching around the no regrets, no regrets. You know, who wants to live in regrets, right? But I had done something in my life, a decision that I made in my life this year that I regretted. And I wasn't accepting that. I was like trying to find all kinds of justification for the mistake that I made, if you will, or the choice that I made that I regretted because of the consequences that it came with it. Make sense? And but once I came to terms with that, and whatever that is for you, I'm not saying that you have to regret or anything. That was the place for me. I couldn't find peace with myself until I realized that I actually had regretted the decision that I had made. Okay. So once I came to that was my closure. Right. But I also knew that regret is not the right vibration. Right. Regret is not the place that I need to be and go into 2024. So then after the regret, right, I came to terms that I'm like, okay, closure. I regretted this. It is what it is right now. I forgive myself and I'm going to leave this energy in 2023. I'm not carrying any regrets into 2024. Make sense? So now my word for 2024, my word for 2023 was ascending. Okay. And I came to realize that you can ascend to any level if you are not surrounded with the right people. And if you allow yourself to surround yourself with someone that is not going to be in your destiny, that is not meant to be with you, you will not ascend. It's just like, you know, the crab in the little, you know, in the little bucket, right? That one tried to come in, the other one pull you down. Okay. So, and that's the reason why it didn't happen for me. And it was really hard to come to terms. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I never had a vision board that I didn't check. And I didn't check mark this stuff on my vision board. At least 70%. This year, it's a really hard pill to swallow because I didn't accomplish not even 20%. And every time I look at the vision board, in my heart ache because it's sitting right there in front of my mirror in my bedroom. When I wake up, it's looking at me. When I go to sleep, it's looking at me. And what it's saying to me, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. It didn't happen for you. Okay. And I didn't take it down because I'm letting that thing really speak to me and I'm speaking it back. And I said, I'm going to put you back and I'm going to put you even more for next year. And now just watch me because I love a challenge. Just tell me I can't do something. So you have no idea what you just created. So my word for 2024 is focus. That's my word. Focus. I laser beam focus. There is a scripture that I got, when I was reading my Bible, and it was from the book of Joshua, and he said, be strong and good and courageous. Do not look to the left, do not look to the right. Stay single-minded and go all in, because I'm with you, and you're gonna conquer that mountain. And every place where your foot tread upon it, I have given to you. But be strong and good, courageous. So yeah, I didn't get the desires and I didn't not that I didn't manifest. That's the true word. I take full ownership of that. I didn't manifest because somehow I got distracted. Somehow I believed in illusion. Somehow my heart, you got to know your weakness, ladies. You got to know your weakness. Okay. This year introduced my weakness to a place that I was like, okay, I see where my weakest link is. Right. So, but we can't stay here, right? Let your failure, let your regrets, let the things that, you couldn't accomplish, that you said, man, one more, you don't understand. Because I do understand. I do understand what is look into that and say, I cannot believe this. I'm going to have to go through this mountain one more time. I'm going to have to go around this mountain one more time. And then the conversation comes, I'm going to be 49. What's wrong with you? What, blah, blah, blah. Shut that voice. Shut that voice. Do not let that even take one single root in your mind. It's not over. God is still giving me breath for a reason. I'm here. And I promise you, next year, that vision board is going to be marked off at least 70%. All in, full focus. Make sense? So I could have kept going on and on and on with this here, but I would like to let you ladies speak on. Coach Lindsay, if you have anything else to share, or if you have any questions, I know we have 15 minutes. Anything else to share, about if any questions that you have for the holidays, nutrition, whatever. But we do want you ladies to set your intention for 2024, because we are doing this as a community. We are doing this as a team, right? You are here to win. You are here to use your body, weaponize your body to really conquer, to be strong, to be healthy, to be fit, to be whatever, so you can conquer those mountains in your life. That's what we are here for. We are here to keep this body strong so we can do the things we want to do. Make sense? So anybody?
I think I'm going to change my word actually listening to you. And I think I'm going to change it to focus. Because
Girl,
that's where I get distracted as well. And I have to like look at things and put them in their own boxes. So if I'm working on this, I only do 3 things for this. That's it. Move on to something else. That's it. Like I do get distracted at times throughout my day.
totally 100% fine. I'll let you have my word. And we can
Yeah.
remind each other of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you focused?
I'm gonna actually take that. I thank you so much because I definitely could use a lot more focus.
Let's go. All in. Anybody else?
I have a question about the macros. Because I rarely drink, I don't remember how to enter, like if I'm gonna have a glass of wine, which I probably will at Christmas for dinner.
Okay. I'll definitely send you a long video on that. Can you take a
Okay.
note on that, Coach Lindsay? Because
Mhm.
it takes a little time
want-
to explain there.
Okay,
I
perfect.
have a question also. In the
Mhm.
Trainerize app, like after I'm finished with a workout, and then you can add exercises to it if you wanted, or there's like a lot of resources there. And I like some of them are talks or different things that you have in there. But once I'm done with the workout, I don't know how to access them if I wanted to go back and look at a talk of self-doubt or whatever you have in there. I can't access it. And after I'm done with a workout, I usually don't want to listen to something for an hour after that. You know what I mean? Like, how can I get back to that part in Trainerize when I'm not actually doing a workout? Is there a way?
I don't know if I understood what your question is. You have access
Like say
to
if I start my workout and then
Uh-huh.
when in the start workout menu, I can maybe add another exercise if I wanted it, or there's resources you have in there. There's talks and conversations I see that are in there. But then once I finish the workout, I don't know where to access those resources.
I can be wrong. I haven't seen that option though. Like I don't want you to add any extra workouts. You focus on the workouts that I gave you, and you are going to do them thoroughly, right? For whatever we have that. If you feel that you need more, then let me know, and then I'll
No,
add.
I don't want to really add another workout or change that part of it, but there's talks and stuff you have in there, like that. I guess
Yeah.
they're the Zoom talks or whatever they are.
But
And I
you
would
can
love to
add that
listen
to
to
the
some of
workout.
them. I would love to listen to some of them, but I just don't know how
Yeah.
to get back to it after I'm done with the workout. When I
Oh,
complete
I
the
see, because
workout,
it's in a library. I see.
yeah.
Okay, those talks in a library. Yeah, you won't be able to add that. Coach Lindsay, can we create, because we do have a YouTube channel that is private where all those things are there. So what
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
do, I'm gonna have our assistant, can you take note on that? She will send everybody what the link for the YouTube channel is. So you ladies can go there and watch any of the videos that we have recorded from, all these calls, because all these calls that we have are recorded and saved on that file. So great
Thank
point.
you.
I love that. Yeah, of course, we will take care of that. Anybody, any other question, anything else that we would like to comment from anything that we talked about today? Any questions, any support?
Hi, it's Tracy. I'm probably in a darker room, so I don't think you guys can see me. So I won't turn my camera on. But I think for me, there's week 1, week 2, I'm in, tipping into week 3. By now I would have given up and been done, washed my hands, lost a few pounds and been like, yay, this is great. But I have such a problem with consistency. And I think that is something that obviously as myself, I'll also be 49 in February. So it's crazy to think that I have a consistency problem at 49, but I do. So I try to obviously going to work on that, but I definitely would have given up by now. But so you guys, your check-ins, your constant, like, I feel guilty if I don't put something in my, my fitness pal, or you guys have, make sure you weigh yourself and turn all that in. So I appreciate the community, just because it is just a quick little reminder, hey, we're here and we're here for you to continue on. But yeah, totally would have been done with it. My sister-in-law that lives in Chicago, I'm here in California, she has some trying to lose some weight and she has a little more of a difficult time, but she's like, I think for me, consistency is a word, and no more negative talk. I think that's where my biggest hinder is. As women, we tend to negative, oh, I can't do this, or I can't lose weight, or oh, it's taking so long, or why normally, and I'm like, you have to think, we're latter 40s, tipping 50, and my sister-in-law's already 50, but I was like, we have to, it didn't come on in 2 weeks, the weight and the bad habits didn't come on in 2 weeks. It took a few years for this all to happen. And so I think consistency, and then also no more negative talk. Like, oh man, and I know this was really big on our first conversation, Patricia. You're always like, hey, you lose a pound, you gain a pound, it's okay. Like, you need to just keep focusing on what you're doing, what your body's doing. And I feel like in the last few weeks, I've been totally getting in tune with my body. And it's really like, it's eye opening, and it literally takes the couple weeks to go. I mean, it does. Like, I'm like, my stomach hurt at the beginning because I'm like, I'm eating. My husband says, probably because you're eating what you should be, which is totally true. It's totally true. But, going into week 3 now, I'm like, gosh, I'm so in tuned with myself that I don't feel bloated. But I feel like I'm starting to get, so much in tune with myself. So it's amazing. So I've been trying to encourage my sister-in-law to keep, doing what she needs to do. But yeah, it does take those couple weeks. And so when you have that encouragement to say, hey, you gain that pound or two, just wait. It will follow. It will, things will come. We'll figure it out. And like I
Oh
said
my God.
before, like before, I'd be like,
Awesome.
I'm over it. I'm done. I'll never be able to do this. I'm just going to be this way my whole life. I'm just,
I'm so,
so
yeah.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, so it's been really great. So again, my consistency, and every day I wake up like, okay, it's a new, and I've been very consistent in putting everything in, but just to know that, oh, if I mess up here, it's okay. It doesn't ruin the whole next 6 months. So
Oh my God, right? It's like we talk about, if how can I say, if your tire from your car pop, you're not gonna go and pop the other three, right? And say, oh crap, this crap doesn't work, and you go and you pop the other three. You go and you fix that one, right?
Yeah.
So I am so excited for you. I mean, honestly, this group of ladies that just came in, I couldn't be more like excited for you ladies, because you came in hungry, ready. Like, I'm just so excited for this group, and with these ladies that are already consistently here. Oh my gosh, I can really see that our 2024 is going to be amazing, amazing. Julie left. Oh my gosh, I was about to say something and Julie left because she probably had crap. Okay, it's all good. I know Coach Seema. I don't know, for some of you that haven't met Seema, she is our Indian princess in the program. She is our life coach, and huge supporter, and in our women's retreat every year she's there, and she really helps us put everything together in a very classy and excellent way. This woman is a hostess from heaven. I'm not kidding you. Amazing. But I see you driving, but when you turn your camera on, it feels like you want to talk. I kind of know you. So what do you got for us? Throw some pearls of wisdom here, girl. What's cracking there for us today? How do we want to finish this call in the next 8 minutes?
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for that introduction, Patricia. You're always too kind. I think the call today has been fantastic. I think there's some really amazing things there that people are saying and thinking and feeling for 2024. And I think, the word authentic is a great one. Focus, amazing, right? And talking about our resolutions. So we talked about this a little bit in our master class. Really simple for your resolution or for your intentions for this year. I think it's really easy to think about next year in terms of math. What do you want to add to next year that would be better than this year? What would you like to subtract from next year that didn't serve you this year? And what can you double down on? What can you multiply that went well this year that you really want to go all in next year? So really a simple way of kind of taking stock of how this year has been for you, and what's working, what's not working, and what's something new that you want to add. And I think when we talk about focus, we talked about this at the retreat, right? When you have a goal that you're really focused on, and I used the example of being pregnant. So I can't see because I'm driving, but I don't know how many women on the call have had a baby, been pregnant, a few of you, right? When you're pregnant, it becomes very clear what your goal is, right? In 9 months, you need to deliver a healthy child. That's it. There is no looking left or looking right, as Patricia mentioned with that verse from the Bible, right? You have a very clear goal and you are moving towards that. And if anyone asks you to do anything that strays from that goal, you know your answer, right? If someone hands you a beer, you're like, nope, I can't, I'm pregnant. Do you want to go skydiving? No, can't do that, right? If the doctor tells you need to be on bed rest, there's no question, right? You're not saying, I'll do it next week because this week I'm busy. it's my kid's choir and my daughter's ballet performance. No, you have to go on bed rest. It's immediate, right? Like there's no questions about what you're supposed to be doing for those 9 months, right? It's so crystal clear. And that's how focus and goals work. So if you have a goal that is crystal clear to you and that your why, right? What Lindsay was saying, what Coach Lindsay was saying is if you have the reason why, right? When we're pregnant and we have to deliver a child, right? We have a why because we are looking at something for another human being, right? We're not serving ourselves in that moment. We're serving someone else. And when you can serve someone else in your goal, right? So maybe my goal is to be healthy, right? Because if I'm not healthy, I cannot help my husband or my children or my mother-in-law because I'm not healthy. How am I going to be able to help them, right? So if you have your why clear, but with service and other people in mind, it can make it so much easier for you to know what your goal is and not stray left or right on that path. And so I really love the word focus. I think it's a fantastic word. And I think when you talk about authenticity, you know, knowing yourself and knowing what you really want, not what other people have set out for you to be or want in your life. All the shoulds that we talk about, right? I should be this, I should do that, I should, you know, fill in the blank with 50 million things that people tell us every day. And that we even tell ourselves, right? How many times in the day do we think, I should be doing this, right? And it's really just something you've imposed upon yourself. So in that authenticity, to really be able to sit with yourself and know what it is that you want, because you can only help others and be anything to anyone unless you know you yourself first. And so I really love those words that you guys have put out today. I think it's going to be great for 2024, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody does this next year.
Yay, thank you. We have 3 minutes. Anybody wants to have a closing word, share anything? If your heart's pounding, it's your soul saying, share it, put it out. So you can unmute yourself and take the floor.
I just want to say thank you for this amazing call
Thank you for
and
bringing a
connecting
beautiful
with all of
energy.
you. That's really great. Thank you.
It
Got
is
some
fun
work
to be
to
part of
do.
the community. Yeah. Soul searching.
Tanya, what did you say, my love? Sorry.
Sorry, I talked over the other lady. I apologize. I didn't realize she was still going to go. But it's been it's a good community. It's nice to have female support. I was in the Army for 30 years, so around a lot of men. So this is kind of new to me, but I appreciate it all.
So excited for you, girl. So excited for you. You have no idea. I'm so excited for all of you. I'm so excited to continue bringing this smell of grace with all these beautiful women that we have in this program. You know, we come as we are, you know, and together we just create this beautiful fragrance and essence, you know, of what this community is. And for those of you that are showing up, you know, every week on these calls, I see that so much compared to the ones that, or even the ones that actually commit to watching, as we know, have a lot of people that watch this, but the people that truly watch these calls, people that truly show up for these calls, those are the ones that we see really, right, Coach Lindsay, like really taking the full advantage of what this program offers. Because by now, I'm sure you already saw that it's not just about losing weight, right? There is much more to this than just losing weight. You thought you were coming to lose weight, girls, but we tricked you into being here to hold the space for you to tap into your full potential and become everything that you called to be authentically. If you want that, you have a space to become that right here, because we're going to support you. We're going to encourage you. We're going to bring all the resources, anything we can to open the space for you to bloom and do whatever the heck you want to do, because you deserve just that. Okay? So have a fantastic rest of your week. We won't see you on this call until January 8th. Hopefully we can see you on the vision board. Remember, if you haven't got your vision board and you want one, just let us know and we will send it to you. And other than that, have a fantastic Christmas. We will answer all the questions that you have for macros and support for your parties and your events. And Sonia, I got you. Don't worry about it. And we will see you soon. Have a fantastic week,
Thank you.
ladies.
Happy
Talk to you
holidays to everyone.
Yeah,
Merry
you
Christmas.
too.
Happy holidays.
Bye. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye,
Thank you.
Tracy. Bye-bye.
Days.
Bye.